Welcome to yet another interview here at Electronica. I'm here with Carlo Favini from ElgaEurope. How are you doing today, sir?
Very well, thank you.
Elga is the only full provider and, no, not provider, producer, supplier of dry film in Europe.
Yes.
And you're the only one here at the fair. How do you feel the fair is going so far?
No, it's very interesting, very busy with exhibition, very nice, and very happy to be here.
The year is almost over. Electronica is always at the end of the year. How has the year been for ElgaEurope?
The year was differentiated by different countries in Europe. Very successful in a very good situation with Germany. Other markets like Italy or France are very poor. But what is very interesting this year is the improvement in technology and new system for the exposure of dry film, for the use of dry film. And from this point of view, this year is confirming a big revolution in the system of using the dry film. For us, it has been a very interesting year because we have been asked by our customer to produce dry film using our R&D to produce dry film or to formulate dry film according with the new system. And with where the big changement is the wavelength of exposure. And this is requiring a different balance in the component of dry film, a different mixture of photoinitiator, a type of photoinitiator. So we did a big work that gave us final result, the total supply of Ruel that is started with this new Clio system of exposure. And also it's particularly important Ruel for us because they did a very important investment, many million euros, and they changed completely the technology. They go much more sophisticated PCB, changing also a lot the internal organization, the system of making PCB, because with the inner layer they change from liquid resist to dry film. They change completely the surface preparation. They change the exposure system. Today I believe Ruel is the only company using 405 technology for outlayer. Probably is the only one in the world, and we are very proud to be supplier of them with our material that is totally developed in Europe.
And I guess that's really how you guys compete with the big dragons over in Asia via R&D and technology, and how you separate yourself from them. What really is it that separate you guys from the Asian dry film companies?
We have a totally different situation. First of all, that they are much more addressed to commercial aspect of the business, because Asia is a very big market. But to give you an idea, and that we are much smaller than them, because we are operating in a market that is the European market. European market requirements are totally different from the requirement of Far East market, because they need very high technology, very high flexibility, immediately response from R&D, balancing of dry film according with the company, with the user situation, changing. For example, the surface preparation changes completely the property of dry film that are required. And so we are totally different from this producer. We produce dry film and we make dry film according with European demand.
Yeah.
and European demand are very different from the Asian demand. To give you an example, dry film contains about between 25 and 30 different chemicals. We are able to manage to use these chemicals according with the customer requirement. And for example, we have one line of production of dry film that is more or less the production capacity of European demand of dry film. But in this line we produce, we coat 20 different formulations according with customer requirement. And we have thickness variation from 10 micron to 150 micron. And we can make this dry film in a few days according with the customer demand. If somebody asks to us to have a special film, very thin or very thick, we are able to supply in 1 week.
You're the guys to go to.
If you ask to somebody producing film in Far East, they need 2 months or 3 months. And very often it's not convenient for them because stopping the line for making something new or something different costs a lot of money.
Absolutely.
And they are not interested. And so
we were having a conversation before we started filming here that you were telling me about some big changes coming next year. Do you mind telling me about that again?
the big changes is from our companies from different point of view. First of all, we are going to control the use of new exposure system for Europe, because we have the product, and the product is the product we supply to Roel today. In the same time, many other companies are looking for changement in technology, because this technology is cheap and very high production. The other big changes is that we are very much interested in this changement, and we are also interested in possible supply of our material to Far East, but limited to niche market. So from this point of view, we have just this year we made a joint venture with Eternal. Mm-hmm. Eternal is a company very different from us because they are very big. There is a big difference. But Eternal is very much interested to have European technology available for them, and so we have the possibility of penetrating the Far East market using Eternal network and organization, because otherwise it's very difficult from your point of view.
Then I wish you good luck and good fortune on the next business here with these new ventures.
Yes, okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for the interview.
Okay, thank you.